Hello guys, Charlie here again, and in this video I'm going to show you a squad of Premier League's flops so far in real life. So you may not agree with me, so I'm going to start off with Joe Hart, who, alright, wait a second, what have I done here? Alright, so I'll start with Joe Hart, who I think he's still an excellent keeper, but he's made a lot of mistakes this year, and really with the amount of mistakes he's made, you really just can't get away with it. I mean, he made a mistake. Alright, well, let's move on to Carl Walker now. And Carl Walker is one who's difficult one. I mean, he was once considered excellent at Spurs. He's kind of just gone off the boil a bit, I think, and that's why I've chosen him. See, he was at QPR for a stage, and I thought he was excellent at QPR, but really he just has struggled a bit. So now Jan Vertonghen, alright, his first season, last season was excellent, but I've just chosen him. It was a bit of a struggle choosing centre back, so I chose him because really he's just not been in the spotlight as much. And well, obviously his first season he was absolutely excellent, and he got a team of the season, deservedly so. So we move on to Skirtle. Again, like Vertonghen, it's just one who's just not been in the spotlight, and also it's because he has scored a couple of own goals. So now we move on to Evra, who, like Vertonghen and Skirtle, it's just because he just hasn't really been in the spotlight, and for an 82 rated, you'd expect him to be playing very well, and United's troubles, he just hasn't really been. So we move on to Ashley Young, and this one you can argue that he wasn't really expected to do anything good, but he's an 82 rated, and really he's been poor. I mean, he has scored a couple of wonder goals recently, but really his performances in general and really his diving has really let him down, and he's just been pretty poor this season, and United fans, they'll even agree with me on this one. So we move on to Holtby. He joined in January last season, and he just struggled to kick on last season, and this year he's just made a lack of progress. I mean, I know he got a goal against Fulham, I think it was a late winner against Fulham, but he just hasn't progressed at Spurs. So move on to Paulinho. He's a player I haven't really seen much. I mean, I know he got a late goal against Hull, and he got a goal against Sunderland, but he really just hasn't done much, and he was 17. Now, biggest flop here is Eric Lamela. Now, he was supposed to be like a replacement for Bale, I think. He was 30 million. I think he was their most expensive for their signings. He's just been ineffective, and he's really been overshadowed by the form of Townsend, so he just hasn't done much. Now we move up to Christian Benteke. Now people may disagree with me here, but compared to last season, he's been absolutely awful. And this isn't the worst players, it's flops. So he's really, I think he's let a lot of Villa fans down. I mean, I think Agbonlahor's shown him, even I'd say Bakuna has, and really Benteke, he just looks lazy and disinterested now, and it just really hasn't been a good season for him so far. Right, so we move on to Van Persie here, another one you could disagree with, and he's had injuries, but compared to the last two seasons where he was top scorer, he just hasn't got that many goals, and I really think he should be doing a lot better this season. So now we're going to move down to the substitutes, and the goalkeeper, the substitutes, Petr Cech. Now, I think really he's declining. I mean, this season he's made some very notable errors, particularly against West Brom, the mistake for Sessegnon's goal, and there was a mistake for Aguero's goal against City, and I think he's just showing that he's declining. I mean, he's had a wonderful career. He's still world class, I think, but I think Chelsea should really get Courtois in for next season. And now we move on. What was my mouse doing there? Anyway, we move on to Ferdinand. Again, he was a difficult choice. United fans may tell me otherwise. I basically just chose him because he's just not been in the spotlight as much. I mean, last year he got 2 million season. Now, Chadley, he's just a player who just never really impressed me. I thought I'm just not really convinced by him. I don't see why Spurs need to sign him. Now, if we move on to Valencia, again, people could argue that he wasn't really expected to do anything good, but he's got an 83 rating to satisfy, and he really hasn't fulfilled that 83 rating this season so far. And now we move on to Berbatov. Now, he had a very good season at Fulham last year. One thing I've got to appreciate Berbatov on is his composure, but this year he just hasn't scored many. Soldado, now he's another big flop. He signed for Spurs for 27 million, and people were saying he's their match winner. He's the player who's gonna get the goals that could possibly get Spurs the title, maybe, or not a title, but top 4 place. And at the moment he's disappointed. And I think he's got 5 goals and 4 of them are penalties, and that's really not that good a record for a striker who's supposed to be a goal scorer. And plus, Adebayor's doing quite well now. And now we move on to Jovetic, final space. Now, when he signed, he was expected to play up front with Aguero, but I think he had an injury at the start, which meant Negredo got a chance, and Negredo really took that chance, done excellently. Jovetic has had injuries. Anyway, that's we're approaching the end of the video now, so basically just please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and watch some of my videos. I've currently got a giveaway active. Basically, this video was the squad was created with the FUThead Squad creator, link in the description. So basically enjoy the rest of my channel, watch some of my other videos. Currently got a giveaway going on PC. So yeah, bye everyone, bye.